Hello and welcome back to the Buce Plant channel, where we cover everything aquascaping and we try and entertain and inspire you along the way. My name is Logan with Team Buce Plant, and for today's topic, we're going to talk all about aquarium maintenance, why we have to do it in the first place, and a bunch of tips and tricks to make it a fun and relaxing part of your lifestyle. But before we get started, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. All the equipment we're going to recommend for you guys today is going to be linked below in the description, but feel free to head to buceplant.com and check it out for yourself. Now let's dive in. So why do we have to do aquarium maintenance in the first place? Well, it all relates back to the nitrogen cycle and the cycling of your aquarium. And if you want to learn about the specifics, feel free to check out our video on the nitrogen cycle and how to cycle your new aquarium. That'll be linked down below in the description. But to give you a basic overview, you have bacteria in your filter that convert the fish waste, which is very high in ammonia, into something safe for your fish, your plants, and your shrimp. And that is nitrate, which is generally non-lethal. However, over the course of a week, those nitrate levels tend to build up and they have nowhere to go. That's where you come in handy. You're gonna dilute the system and reduce those nitrates as well as other waste organics with a water change. You remove the dirty water and you add more clean water. So water changes and aquarium maintenance are absolutely fundamental and paramount to maintaining a healthy, happy, pristine aquarium. We recommend that you start with a 20% water change one time per week if you're running a low-tech tank. Now, if you have a high-tech tank, which means CO2, fertilizers, we recommend two 20% water changes per week. And you can spread those out throughout the week. So if you do one of them on Wednesday, you can do your second one on Sunday. And if you have a new aquarium that you just set up, we recommend that you stick to the 2 water changes per week for the first several weeks of the tank's life until the aquarium is fully cycled and you get through those early stages where things are really at risk for algae. Now, you may find on forums and on YouTube and in general that people get away with doing much less. But in order to keep a very pristine tank where there's no visible algae and everything is super healthy and the ecosystem is thriving, there's just no getting around it. Maintenance is absolutely key, and being consistent with that maintenance is just paramount. So there are 3 different general kinds of maintenance sessions, and each of them is going to require different tools and time commitments and planning. The first type of maintenance session is the most simple kind, and that is just a simple water change. So perhaps you're just scrubbing the glass, and once you clean your glass, you just drain 20% of the water and refill it back up. That's your basic maintenance session that if things are smooth and balanced, you'll do that 1 to 2 times a week. Next up, there's what we like to refer to as the deep cleaning, and this is where you're doing more of a rigorous cleaning. So perhaps you're scrubbing the hardscape, perhaps you're using a toothbrush on the corners of the silicone of the tank. And then the third type of maintenance is the big trimming maintenance. And oftentimes you might even combine a big trimming maintenance session with a deep cleaning maintenance session, which could take a couple hours. So this isn't something you're gonna be doing every week. It's really up to you and it's up to your tank. It's a cool opportunity to kind of reshape things in your tank, keep things well pruned and manicured, while also making room for new healthy growth. And with each and every maintenance session, we always recommend concluding it with that water change, because when you're getting into your tank, you're stirring up waste and organics, and it's important to drain those out and replace them with nice clean water. So now that the tank is drained, it's time to add the water back. You're gonna wanna play it on the safe side and add a dechlorinator before you add the water. And we recommend doing that towards the beginning of your maintenance. So once the water is drained, add it into your tank before you add the new water in. And when refilling the water, try your best to add water that is as close to the tank's temperature as possible, especially if you're keeping delicate species like Caridina shrimp or fish that are more on the sensitive side. So keep an eye on the temperature and try and add something very similar to what the tank is. Our go-to DIY combo for refilling our tanks involves filter tubing, the Dymax pump and the UNS Delta quick release valves. This allows us to rig up a little bit of a system that gets the water back into the tank very quickly and is easy to control. But you could also use something like a garden hose or an all-in-one system ready-made for you. Just do some research and find something that works for your setup. We have a full line of amazing medical quality stainless steel tools that also look really cool. So if you had to pick just two, we recommend going with the pincettes and a set of curved scissors. This is going to allow you to trim and replant. Some bonus tools that you might consider picking up to make your maintenance easy are things that you might just have lying around the house. For example, we recommend a credit card for scrubbing the glass if you don't have an algae scraper. We recommend a wire brush for scrubbing stubborn algae off of rocks and wood. You can't have enough nets, so be sure to pick up a net from your local fish store or from buceplant.com for netting out plant trimmings and fish here and there. In order to enjoy this hobby and not dread maintenance, it's really important to make it fun. And in order to make it fun, I like to recommend finding your flow state. And a few things that are really fun and enjoyable and help you get into that flow state can be entertainment, like music or podcasts or YouTube or audiobooks. Make it as fun as possible, schedule it ahead of time so it doesn't catch you by surprise, and then just be really consistent. If you implement all those tips, your aquarium is gonna be that much more beautiful and healthy, and you're gonna enjoy the hobby. Do us a favor and drop us a comment and let us know what you do to make your maintenance a fun and easy process. So if you like the video, please be sure to drop us a like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys next time. Now get out there and create something beautiful.